Welcome. How are you? I'm Jennifer Kirk. I'm an independent Stamping Up demonstrator from Guelph, Ontario, and that is in Canada. I apologize, I'm a little bit sick. I've got a cold, so if I sniffle and cough, I do apologize, but I wanted to come and show you this really cute box that you can make with the Jolly Delivery dies, and there's some different ways that you can make the box so that you can make it a little bit more useful. So I wanted to come in and show you that because I thought it was really cool. And I also, there's some news coming up. So Stamping Up is having a Black Friday and a Cyber Monday sale. So the sale for Black Friday, it starts November 25th and it goes to December 1st. So for 6 days, you can get some pretty cool discounts. So it's 40% off, and it is while supplies last. So you don't want to wait till the last minute. 40% off of stamping blends, paper trimmer and blades, and ink bundles. So not the individual inks, but the bundles of inks. You can get 40% off. And if you're a demonstrator, you get your 20% discount on top of that, so 60% off. Woohoo! What an amazing reason to become a demonstrator is to get a wicked sale. They're also going to have 25% off of select adhesives, so we're not sure which ones they are, but you'll get a savings there. And 15% off on select cardstock. So I'm not sure the colors. We'll find that out closer to the date. But that is coming. That is, again, Black Friday, so November 25th to December 1st, those sales. And it is while supplies last, okay? So Cyber Monday, let's see if I can get back to the Cyber Monday. It's going to take a while to get there. Cyber Monday is discounts on Paper Pumpkin. So I'm just waiting for it to flip through because we're having a whole bunch of new things, like Product of the Month is starting. Demos have a pre-order right now on the new mini that's coming. There's virtual classes, so there's lots going on. So I'm just waiting for it to scroll through. Okay, here we go. Is it going to open for me? No, open. Ah, I missed it. Okay, so anyway, there's a really good sale on like a big discount on 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month subscriptions for Paper Pumpkin, and that is starting Cyber Monday, and I believe it goes December 1st to the 9th, but don't quote me on that. I was hoping I could get the page open, but it's not letting me. It's just that time, right? It's just not liking me. Yeah, it's not opening. Oh, it is December 1st to December 9th. Okay, so it'll let me see that. But anyway, so let's get started. Hi from Ontario. Where in Ontario are you, Donna? I'm in Ontario as well. I'm in Guelph. All right, so let's get down. I'm going to show you what you can make with this die. Okay, so the die is this funny looking thing, and it's in the Jolly Delivery bundle. You know, the one with the really, really cute, like, I just love these guys. All right, so this is what it comes with. And what you can make with this is this really cute little box. So I made this one out of Designer Series paper. You can make it out of whatever. It's got a cute little latch here. You can make it out of cardstock. You can decorate it. You can stamp it. Mine ripped. My little guy ripped. And you can fit some chocolate in here, like the square New Hamburg. Ooh, you're close. You can fit some of those square chocolates in here and some little candies, and it's really cute. But it doesn't fit a gift card. So there is a way that you can still use the die and you can have it do a gift card holder or an expired credit card. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The other thing that we can do is we can make a little box like this using the dies. And this can hold, let me open it, chocolates. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do both of those. I'm not going to make the original one. There's lots of videos out there on how to make the original one, but I will show you how to set up the die. So this will fit on a half piece of cardstock. It will just fit. Okay, so you just line it up like this. And if you guys can see these little notches, there's 3 little notches here. That's where your fastener goes. So we have a circular fastener. Where's my dies? We have a star fastener and we have a heart fastener. So you can swap out and do whatever. So this doesn't have to be for Christmas. It can be for any time. So all you do is stick the little notches in, just like that, and then you run it through your die cut and emboss machine. You have this bundle. I love this bundle. It is so awesome. I actually just released a class today. It's my last class of 2025, featuring this bundle. So registration for that is open until the 30th. Okay, so all you do is you run it through like that, and this is what you get. Okay, and then it's really simple. You just fold it along the score lines and make a box. So I'm not going to show you how to do that. But what I am going to show you is how to do, we do need this, is how to do the gift card holder. So if we were making the box, we would have been folding them on all sides, but we need it a bit longer. So all we're going to do is fold it here. But before we fold it, we're going to do some stamping. All right, so I'm just going to do tone on tone. I've got pool party, and I'm just going to make a collage. So I want my images to be going in all different directions. Okay, upside down, backwards, sideways. I'm just making a collage. That's all I'm doing. Just random stamping, filling up holes. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with the letters. And you could do, I mean, you could color these. You can make your own designer series paper. You can just leave it blank and don't put anything else in it. I just like the stamps. So I'm just using pool party, so tone on tone. Stick one there, stick one there, and we'll stick one right there. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. Quick, quick, quick. All right, so because we want it to be a gift card, to hold a gift card, we do not want to fold it on the inside because that will make the box too small. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in the outside line on the sides and on the outside line on the sides. Okay, and then this one we can fold regular. So the big side we can fold regular. Okay, we don't need to fold this one. We're just going to fold the outside, or the inside, sorry. We're going to fold the inside one for this one. This one, we're folding the outside. Okay, and then these can go in. And that's all we do. So for this one, there's not even any glue. I'm going to just grab my, hey Julie, how's it going? Okay, so all we do then is just stick that in, stick these down to the side, stick this up. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to make our, we need to put in our piece here. We need to put in our latch. Okay, so you don't want to cut your latch out if you're making a gift card holder right away, because you want to be able to place it. Okay, so if it was done the proper way, it would be up here. We don't want it up there. We want it down here. We want it down by this little score line. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up, okay, right around here. Okay, so that's about where I want it. So I want it in the center and just a little bit over this score line here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to my cut and emboss machine. I'm not going to do it on the camera because I'll probably drop it. Oh no, okay. Let's line that back up again. Let me move my credit card there. It's expired, so it doesn't matter. I can't use it. Let me line this back up because it moved on me. Okay. You could put a little pencil mark in there, but essentially I want these to go right in here. Okay, so I'm going to line it up just like that, and I'm going to put tape on it this time so it doesn't move on me. As soon as I put it down on my thing, it fell off. Oops. Okay, so now I'm just making sure it's straight, and I'm just going to run it through my cut and emboss machine. And then we hope that I lined it up. I'm going really quickly, so it's probably not lined up perfectly, but you'll get the idea. Okay, let me just bring it back in there. And I normally don't do 3D projects, so this is really weird for me to do this. I normally just do cards, but you know, I thought it was kind of cool. Okay, so now we're just going to put that down. Yeah, I see. I did it on an angle, but we should still be able to get it to fit. No, my spacing is off. So just be careful when you're spacing it. Okay, make it look like this one where it actually fits because I took my time. All right, but that's similar to what you do. Okay. All right. Next thing we're going to do is our treat box. Okay, so this is I think it's 1 1/4 inch thick. So what you want to do is you want to run one through normal, so you line this up the proper way. And then we have a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 5. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our score. Sorry, I have to get a drink. I'm about to start coughing. Okay, nice water. Okay, so I want to score this at 1 1/4 on all sides. So I'm going to stick it here. I'm going to score it at 1 1/4. Turn it. Score it 1 1/4. Turn it. Score it at 1 1/4. And then turn it and score it at 1 1/4. Okay, so that gives us, let me just put that there so I can find it. That gives us our, just a square. So what we're going to do is we are going to cut in along the, so we're going to have the 5.5 side to the top, and we're going to cut up these lines. Okay, so we're going to cut up, and then I'm just going to cut a little bit off here and a little bit off here just to make it fold a little bit nicer. Okay, and then we're going to cut up this score line, and on the outside tab we're going to just cut off a little slab, and we're going to cut off a little slab. Flip it around, and up here, oops, it would help if I could do it straight. Can you guys hear my son playing the clarinet? It's coming right down through the air vent. Okay, one more. We're just going to do that up here and up there. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to move this. Now we're going to take this guy, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut off all of these little flaps, and we're going to cut this square out. This is scrap. Okay, I'm going to get larger scissors just so that I can do it in one cut. Okay, so we're just going to cut right along the score line. You can use your trimmer if you want. I'm going to cut those off. Cut that off. Cut that, oops. Cut that off. And cut that off. Okay, this put in your scrap paper bin. We don't need that. These we need. Okay, so we need this. We need to cut off these little guys. I can see straight. I can do it. And cut off this. And those little tabs are garbage. All right, we're almost there, guys. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is we're gonna burnish all of our score lines, okay, on both pieces. So finish that. We're gonna burnish that. We're gonna burnish that. Sorry, my children have decided to share their germs with me, so they're feeling better and I'm feeling horrible. All right, so now we're gonna burnish in here. So I apologize if I'm a little croaky. I'm just happy that I'm here. I actually took today off. I couldn't work, but I'm starting to feel a little better. All right. Okay, so this is what we have. So what we're gonna do first before we do anything is we're gonna put the long, so this is the 5.5 side, we're gonna put that up to the top, and we're gonna take our top piece, our back piece, and our front piece, and we're gonna glue those on, okay? I'm gonna use liquid glue. You can use whatever you want. I will be covered in glue by the end of this, and so will my project. Try not to use too much, because it will make a mess. All right, and so I'm just gonna stick this here. Now you wanna put it right up to the edge, but you want it to be able to fold over easily, okay? So we're just gonna let that sit for a second. Hang on. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing with the back. We're gonna stick this down. Okay. I have made a lot of these boxes. Okay, I'm gonna stick that down. Watch, I'll forget how to make it. Probably will. Okay, and then these ones, it doesn't matter if this part is at the front or the back, so you can either do them like this or you can do them like this. It doesn't matter. This is my front, so I'm going to do them like that, just because I can. Okay, so then we're going to do that. Oops. And I'm going to stick this on. Okay. Just like that. And our last flap. So you see, all we've done by using that 5 by 5.5 base is made a bigger box. So now we can put chocolate in it. I don't think it'll still, yeah, it still won't fit a gift card, but it will fit 4 chocolates. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is put it together. So I'm gonna start up my front, doesn't really matter. If you're talented at making boxes, you could probably put glue on all of the flaps at once and do it. I'm not. I very rarely do 3D projects, so I am not good at getting good corners. You do want to have very good, precise corners, tight corners. So I just kind of do one corner at a time, take my time, make sure it's on. Okay. I try and get glue as close to here, but not a lot so it doesn't seep out. And then stick this one up. Again, get it as tight as you can. Give it a good hold. I often will take my bone folder after I know the glue's adhered and even just stick it down some more just to make sure. Okay, and then this one, do the same thing. See how easy it is? I mean, making boxes is pretty easy. I'm just not very precise with it. So my boxes often are not nice. How are you, Julie? Are you doing well? Okay, and then the last one, you just have to kind of wiggle around to get the glue in here. So it is a bit of a tight fit. I just pulled my other one off. Good job, Jen. Okay, so let's close this one. And close this one. Okay. Get in there. See, I'm not going good. Okay, I'm just going to hold it for a second so it doesn't come apart again on me. Okay. And get my glue. And there's our cute little box. Okay, so you can leave it like this. These pop up. This is hard to put the clasp on when the box is empty. I can put the chocolates in to show you how to do it, but you can leave it like this, okay? Or you do see the seam, okay? It doesn't really bother me. It just looks like a nice, it looks like a fake lid almost. But what you can do is you can take a piece of designer series paper. So I don't know, do we want this side up or do we want this side up? I think we want this side up. What do you guys think? Okay, so you can either just wrap it, okay, or you can do some burnishing. Some scoring. What I found is if I score the first 3 lines, it fits a little bit better. If I score the 4th line, it doesn't work very well. So I'm going to score this at half. Don't cut it. Okay, this is 1 1/4 by 11 5/8. So you cut off a little bit. Like you, I've been sick since the beginning of the week. Now I have a bit of a cough, but on the mend. Yeah, I just started today really with the cough and the nose and the headache. Ugh. Gotta love the season. 'Tis the season. Okay, so we're gonna score it half. Okay, 3 1/2. So that's 1/2 inch, 3 1/2 inch, 6 1/8, and then I just leave the last one. It is supposed to be around 9 1/8, but I find it doesn't often fit very well unless your box is absolutely perfect, which my box never is. Okay, so I want to find the front of my box, and I want to, I'm just going to burnish where I have this. I want to put this little tab here and then glue this way, okay? And then we're just going to wrap around. I hope you're feeling better, Julie. It's horrible being sick. Okay, because this is shiny paper, the glue takes a bit longer to dry. So you want to be patient doing this, okay? And what I found worked best is to just hold it here at the first corner, put it flat so that you're getting a nice bottom, and then I just kind of followed this around, pulling it and adhering it down, okay? So you do need to make sure it goes tight. You don't want to have it loose, because if you have it loose, you're going to get bubbles like that. See how I have a bubble there? Because I didn't do it tight around that corner. So you want to do it tight. You are going to get covered in glue if you're anything like me, like I'm sticking to my project. Okay? And then I'm going to take my bone folder and push it down. And push it down. All right. It's such a sin covering up. This is my favorite paper. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to, so I put glue along it. I'm going to tighten it up here, making sure I'm flat against the surface and coming right up to the corner and just holding it. Taking its time. I hope you feel better quickly, Jen. Thank you, Julie. I hope you do too. Lots of rest, lots of tea, lots of sleep if you can sleep. If you can get through the night without coughing. All right. This one, I just put the glue down there. Okay, so this, we still have one score line, so it wraps around here. Again, holding it tight, getting it to the final end, and just hold there. Isn't this cute? And then you can decorate this if you want. You could put DSP on here. You can put a different color, like I did the gold foil here. I did some embellishments. You can do whatever you want, or you can just leave it. So this one, I'm just going to want to make sure that I line up the lines so that it's not an obvious seam. Okay, I don't want to glue it like this because then people are going to see it. So try and get it as lined up as possible. I'm just going to make a fake burnish there with my hand, and I'm just going to glue there and there. And so this one, again, you want to make sure you're tight to the corner. Get it here and then line it up, and that looks pretty good. And then just hold it. And then we are done. Okay, let me fix this. Let me fix my card. Okay, I'm going to throw these chocolates in here so you guys can see how I close it. It doesn't close very well unless you have something in it. And you do want to be careful. You don't want to rip it, okay? Because this little thing, although it's cute, it is paper and it can rip. Okay, so then all you do is squeeze those shut. And isn't that a cute little fastener and a cute little box? All right, so we can make what comes. This is the box it's supposed to make, okay? It's cute, but you can't put much in it. This we modified to hold a gift card. And then this we modified to hold some chocolates. So cute little box, love these latches. And you can modify things to make them more versatile and use them a bit more than just how it's intended. So I thought it was pretty cool when I saw somebody else doing that. I can't remember actually who did it. So I thought I would share that with you tonight instead of doing a card. I am doing a class on this, the Jolly Delivery. I just opened registration today. So registration closes on the 30th, but I do, if you want them before Christmas, then I recommend that you order sooner than later so that I can, or register sooner than later so that I can get the stuff in and get the kits to you before Christmas, before we have to get them in the mail. All right, guys, I hope you feel better. Julie, thanks for watching, and take care. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye.